Hey, critics, and welcome back to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, let's get right into it, y'all. We're going to go black on the cover and black on the inside of Hollywood Reporter's November 5th issue with actress, writer, producer, dancer, reality star, singer, songwriter, and all of the things, Teyana Taylor. She is actually gracing the cover looking very futuristic, baby. Now, the looks, y'all, on the inside of the magazine from this photo shoot is fire. I'm talking about fire. And Teyana's body is not only bodying, it's so athletic and so fit in the clothes that she is wearing, baby. She wearing them clothes because them clothes is definitely not wearing her. Okay. Inside the magazine article by Mikey O'Connell, Teyana basically is starting on page 42 and the spread goes all the way to page 49. It reminds us that she's basically built quite a resume since her MTV Super Sweet 16 debut. Now, I'm not sure if y'all remember the debut, but I was growing up, I definitely remember the debut. And I will say that I was not familiar with who Teyana Taylor was until the Super Sweet 16 debut. However, she was very known, it sounds like, in the Harlem, New York area. And so as I'm also from the South, right? And so in the South, we radio stations didn't quite play as much up north music. Like we didn't get we got maybe a Biggie song or two, but we wasn't really on the Biggie. Like we was more like West Coast, like we playing the Tupac, the Snoops, right? Of course, Louisiana. So anything Wayne, anything from the Hot Boys days, all of the things from that era. Then you got, of course, Florida. Then you got Atlanta, especially when they started coming out, Luda and all of them, right? Move, get out the way. So we really have a lot of, when I think of music and you think about all of our Texas artists as well. So a lot of the South, like when I'm thinking about like listening to radio growing up in the South, I didn't get a lot of up north sort of like, music. And I know that's a little bit off topic, but I said that just because although Teyana Taylor was introduced to me personally during her Super Sweet 16, she was apparently very well known up north in the Harlem area. It also says that Teyana Taylor talks to us about her Harlem days of being a fly girl who was hood famous, skateboarding around her city. She signed with Pharrell, and as a result of signing with Pharrell and them sort of pushing her out to be an artist, that was, I guess, how they kind of came up with the idea of the Super Sweet 16 party, with a combination of her monies that she made from choreographing with Beyonce and then also her own mama. That's how the party kind of came together. Dance obviously was her way in, but Teyana moved from Pharrell's label to Kanye's label, and then she started in that Fade video. Baby, how can I forget? I don't know if I could ever forget that Fade video that she was in. And wasn't that her man was in the video, her ex, excuse me. Ooh, let me correct myself. Her ex-husband was also in that video as well. Can't forget the shower scene. It was definitely intense and probably right on brand, with how they do things privately with a little bit of holding back. Oh, maybe a lot of holding back. But you know what? Let's not put our thought process there. Let's focus on what I'm supposed to focus on, okay? But in that video, as a reminder, Teyana basically gives this unforgettable version of her flash dance routine, a routine, again, that I'm never gonna forget. And although I can't speak for y'all, I can only speak for myself. But anyway, in between all of the things, Teyana has basically had some challenges when it comes to her music career, not going the way she wanted it to go. And also, I feel maybe them not knowing exactly where to place her. If you're on a label to do, I want to say, what was it, music, and then you have someone dancing. So I get why she kind of said to herself, hey, I don't know if the industry knows exactly what to do with me. During that time, though, she publicly navigated being married. She became a mom to two daughters, Junie as well as Rue Rose. She started her own family reality TV show with her ex-husband. And she also was featured on many magazine covers. And of course, she's navigating divorce publicly as well as co-parenting. And also her brand new relationship, who she refers to as somebody as her apple pie. But we'll talk about that here in a few minutes, okay? Worn out, though, it seems, by the years of her recording career not going the way she wanted it, she announced her retirement from music back in 2020. And she seemed again to believe that there was just more that she could offer, and maybe others could not see that. So in 2023, unfortunately, her and her then husband, Iman Shumpert, filed for divorce, citing cruel treatment at first, which resulted in a lot of back and forth even after the settlement. And Teyana she took a mature route here. She admitted that some of her behavior may have even prolonged the news cycle. Now, Teyana, I think that there's a couple of critics who want to say thank you because they did not mind having some additional material for their channel. Do you understand what I'm saying? And while dance and music has played a major role in her life, it was her indie film, 1001, that actually truly set the table for her latest role in One Battle After Another, where Taylor anchors the first 40 minutes of the film, says the article. Now, it's a prologue of sorts before the narrative jumps into time to focus on Leonardo DiCaprio's character a little bit later on. The film holds, according to the article, the top ranking of any 2025 release on the review aggregator Metacritic, which is the more discerning version of Rotten Tomatoes. They basically do the same thing. They give those reviews, and the reviews of this movie is impressive with few criticisms, with the exception of somebody said that Teyana's character is very sexualized. I don't know if it was one person, but a critic, basically, that's one of the main things that they pointed out. However, Teyana determined that she was going to embrace it. She reminds the world that isn't this exactly what Black women go through, being fetished and also being the least protected? She says that this movie should basically actually spark debate because it shows what Black women have to actually endure. Her latest adventure, though, y'all, outside of family, is enrolling in culinary school. She's right now trying to get in some family time over the Thanksgiving break, according to the article, but must still get out there and promote, of course, for One Battle After Another. And the one that I'm looking forward to the most is the Dionne Warwick biopic, baby, because Miss Dionne be going in on Twitter, okay? I don't know what y'all call it now, but I do have an X account, but it's hard for me to call it anything except Twitter. Am I the only one tripping? I know so many other people refer to it as Twitter as well. But yeah, Dionne has some of the best snapbacks and clapbacks on Twitter. So if you have not had a chance to check out her Twitter account, go check it out because she be saying some off the wall things. But yeah, Dionne Warwick handpicked Teyana Taylor herself to be in the film and play her in the role. And I have to admit that I've said this before and I'm just going to repeat it again. So if you've heard me speak on different days, then you probably have heard this before. So if you're not new to the channel, but if you are new, whenever you have an opportunity to play a role of somebody, especially a biopic, or of somebody who is still alive and you can sit at their feet, get to know them, talk to them, they can share with you their life now, but you can also still watch their mannerisms, right? But I will say that I think that is such a privilege. So congratulations. And I know that it sounds like y'all still working on the financing, but y'all hurry up because I think the block is hot right now for the film. So go ahead and make that happen, all right? Teyana is still busy. She's also already in a Kevin Hart comedy, which is on the way. But first, there's The Rip, which is a Miami crime thriller that she is in with Matt Damon as well as Ben Affleck. And that's expected to release on January the 16th on one of those streaming platforms. If you are looking, though, for a platform in which you can check out some free music from Teyana, check out Hoopla, which is a free streaming platform made possible through our local library. Through that platform, you can check out her albums. All of these albums that I'm going to name is available. 7 is available. Her album KTSE is available. The Album, which is the title of an album, that's one of my favorite albums thus far. And then her latest album, Escape Room, which has been getting some very nice reviews. Now, I've had a chance to listen to it from top to bottom at least one time. I wanted to listen to it a couple of more times, but I will have a chance to do that because I did check out the album through Hoopla. But if you listen to the album, the article is correct. This album serves as that emotional exorcism of a 10-year relationship and a celebration of basically what followed. The album includes 9 narrative, and they use some sort of a fancy word, in my opinion, interstitials. Now, I would consider that to be poetry, like a prerequisite that it seems like she did before almost every song. There's a total of 22 tracks on it, and there's about 8 narrations that's kind of scattered throughout the songs. And in terms of a trend, it seems like most of the narratives are before a song, and then it just kind of flows kind of like that. It reminds me, in my opinion, of a musical. I will also add that even though she has those 8 narrations, even throughout a few of her songs, there's some narrations that happen as well. Like I think I hear Tasha Smith's voice on that Back to Life track. And if it ain't her, y'all listen to it. It sounded just like Tasha Smith. Okay. Teyana's daughter is also on one of the final tracks as well, just kind of welcoming her mother back in some music. Welcome back, Teyana girl. The way this album is performing, we missed you. Welcome back, honey. Teyana returned from her retirement this year with not only her latest album, but also a short film, also titled Escape Room. Now, the short film is a film that she directed, and it stars her confirmed lover. I call him her lover. She don't refer to him as that. She referred to him as Mufasa. No, I'm just joking. No, she's called him her apple pie. Oh, no, I wasn't supposed to say that. But she refers to him as her apple pie, not Mufasa. But he also played the role of Mufasa. Oh, he's also on the cover of Men's Health magazine, which is also available through Hoopla, a free streaming platform made possible through your local library. He is the 31-year-old English actor, if you don't already know, with the pretty eyes. He's Mufasa. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop saying that this whole time. But Teyana basically refers to him as her apple pie, saying that we are each other's safe space. And while the title for the two of them is not confirmed, the two have been linked since February of 2025. And y'all, that does it for Black on the Cover of The Hollywood Reporter, starring Teyana Taylor. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.